Okay, hello and welcome to CS38 Racing, and this is our Let's Talk series. More accurately, this is the Let's Predict. So we're going with Pecco Bagnaia at the Assen circuit. We're going to do a race here with variable conditions, and we're going to talk through our predictions during the race. So I'll give my predictions. Feel free to put your predictions in the comments below. Please keep it friendly. No hating on other people's choices. You know, we're all independent, caring human beings. We can have our own opinions and we're allowed to have discussions about that. So, with that being said, let's jump into the race and let's talk through my predictions coming into the Assen Grand Prix that's happening this weekend at the Cathedral of Speed. Alright, so we're down here on the grid. We're running soft. And let's see what we can do. We know there's going to be variable weather, so we're just going to have to deal with that as it comes. We've got a good jump off the line. It seems like Bezzecchi and Binder and Quadraro. Oh, there's a bit of jumping around there. Oh, we almost lost the front going in there. Bezzecchi's around the outside of us there. Okay, so let's talk about my predictions for the Assen Grand Prix. Now, this might not be a shocking revelation for some, but my pick is for the win on Sunday is Pecco Bagnaia. For the sprint, I still hold out. I still think there could be a few people that could throw in a spanner in the works, so to speak. But overall, these are the top 5 riders that I think are going to be competing for the podium and or the win. Number 1 strongest rider, Pecco Bagnaia. Has to be put down as Pecco Bagnaia in my book, because we all know he loves this track. He's got a tattoo of this track on his arm. We know that he really enjoys here, and the Ducati really works here, which brings me to a second rider, Martin. I think Martin is in an excellent run of form. I think he's definitely going to want to push Bagnaia towards the win, whether that be in the sprint and the full length race. I think he's showing great determination for both, so I don't see why Martin's not going to be a race winner contender for sure. Not just a podium contender, but definitely for a race win. Wow, we have really stuffed up here with Pecco Bagnaia. I am certain Pecco Bagnaia will have a stronger weekend than this. This is just clearly down to my skills not being up to scratch as we run right again. I think those are going to be our top 2 riders in either form. I feel like they're going to be the strongest. This brings me to my third rider. I think the third strongest rider is going to be between Marco Bezzecchi or Johann Zarco. I think those 2 riders are definitely going to be playing third fiddle, so to speak. And I think that this could make the weekend very interesting, particularly if Bezzecchi and Zarco have similar pace, but I feel like Zarco might have stronger late race pace, particularly in the full length race. In the sprint, however, I think Bezzecchi is definitely going to be strong because he had a good showing here last year. He was on the podium, so I definitely think he's going to be in with a chance to show how much he's progressed along with his championship as well. So those are sort of my top 3 that I feel are going to be strongest for the podium. This brings me to my fourth rider that I think is going to be strong. I think it's going to be hard to look past Marini. I feel like Marini is a slow improver in MotoGP. I feel like we don't necessarily pay as much attention to him as he may deserve. He's certainly showing consistency, and in some cases more consistency over the full length race than his teammate in Marco Bezzecchi. Now 5th, I think this is going to be, it's either going to be a Ducati or it's going to be a KTM. I feel like it's most likely going to be Binder. I feel like Binder in the full length race is going to have more to offer, but in the sprint race, Miller is definitely going to chuck his hat in the ring, so to speak, and make sure that he can get himself in between that massive Ducati club that's currently sitting at the front. And again, not talking about GP being a Ducati Cup or anything like that. I do think that there is a little bit more complexity around that conversation. I don't think it's as simple as saying that Ducatis are going to win and there's going to be, a block out of the top 5 or top 8 and that kind of thing. So that then brings us on to, let's talk about Aprilia. What's the prospect for Aprilia here at the Grand Prix? I don't know if Aleix has the same pace as he had last year, but I think this could level out a little bit more for Aprilia. But they've still got a bit of work to do, and Maverick Vinales is just an enigma to me. I don't understand how he can do what he's doing and still come out and say, oh, yeah, I've got the pace to win, but he's not there. There needs to be a bit more backing that up on the Sunday. Oh, we're twitching wide here as we've got some rain spots starting to come to the camera. So this will be good. We're going to get a flag situation, obviously something that is new to the GP23 game, and I'm really excited to test that out. So I'm starting to feel a little bit cautious, probably more a mental thing than actually a physical thing. And I really don't want to drop, we had the rear step out of us there. I really don't want to drop the bike because we've got quite a convincing lead. And I do not really like the wet conditions, and I know that the AI are quite strong in the wet conditions. So we'll have to get ourselves into a good position to bring ourselves into pit lane and do the change. So yeah, with that being said, I think Aprilia is going to be around the top 8, depending on the riders. I definitely think we can't count in the Japanese manufacturers. I just don't think the pace is there. Maybe one lap pace, maybe Fabio can get himself into the top 10, but I don't see it being any... I don't see Yamaha or Honda being competitive podium chance here. I just don't think it's possible. I think they're a long way off podium pace at the moment. So with that being said, the sprint. Who do I think is going to be stronger in the sprint? Well, I think that's going to come down to qualifying. And I think qualifying, I feel like Pecco, Martin, Bezzecchi, and Miller are going to be the people that I think are going to be definitely fighting for those top 4 positions in the qualifying session. If Brad Binder can get himself there, that would be excellent as well. Obviously, I'm not accounting for weather here. If weather comes into play a part like it is in this race currently now, it might be a different story. So with that being said, I think Martin could be a good prospect for the sprint win. I'm going to go Martin, Pecco, Bezzecchi for the top 3 in the sprint race. Let's find out after the race how wrong I am or if I'm right. Excellent. So this is a new perspective anyway, talking about the pit lane, pit changes in MotoGP 23. Interesting. I feel like it would be nice if we had a bit more control around what's happening in the pits, maybe different camera angles, choice of settings, that kind of thing. But anyway, and maybe like a pit box communication during the race as well. So yes, and then in the race I'm going to go for the full length race. I'm going to go Pecco, Martin, Zarco, Bezzecchi, Marini. That's what I'm going for the top 5 for the full length race here at Assen. Now, let's do a little bit of talk of Moto 3 and Moto 2. If you guys do watch the Moto 3 and Moto 2 championships, also put your predictions down for that. Let's start having a bit of conversation in the comments, reach out, have a bit of connection. So in regards to that, I don't know if Onju is going to go well in Moto 3. He's definitely got the momentum at the moment, but I feel like Holgado is going to make a strong comeback. Sasaki's always strong at these sort of smooth flowing circuits. So I think my top 3 is going to be Sasaki, Onju, Holgado, and possibly Munoz if he's feeling good enough and coming back. But I feel like those are going to be the 3 strong riders to watch out for this weekend in Moto 3. In Moto 2, I feel like we're always going to have to go with Acosta. Acosta has definitely got a lot more, I'm not going to say talent, it's not necessarily talent, but he definitely has a step above the rest of the field in Moto 2. So I see it as being Acosta, Arbolino. Lowe's could be strong here, but I can never trust his consistency. I feel like he can definitely crash a lot more times than presenting a really good result in the race. That's also the same that can be said for Canet. So I feel like it's going to be Acosta, Arbolino, Dixon, maybe Salich. I feel like Salich should be good here. If the weather gets iffy, I think he's definitely going to be in with choice. Oh yes, and we also got a long lap penalty for how we entered the pit, so I thought I'd take that here, give an example of the long lap penalty and all that kind of thing, and just see how that works out. Ooh, we almost lost it there. So those are my picks for Moto 2 and Moto 3. Moto E, if anyone follows Moto E, I think it's really good racing, really good racing to watch. If you ever get the chance, go check that out. It is definitely a fun watch because it's short races and they're really eager to get past each other. I feel like Torres is going to be strong here for Moto E, so that's my prediction for Moto E is Torres for the win. And then my second choice would probably be Hector Garzo for Moto E. Oh, we managed to have a crash here. That's not good. Can we maintain ourselves? Oh, they've caught up to us. The Aprilias are good here. Oh, we've definitely just run wide there. We did have way too much pace coming into that quarter. We've lost an absolutely big chunk of time here to the front group. The AI are a little bit weird on this track, I do have to admit. They cut themselves off the track but don't seem to get any time penalties. And they also weave after the sort of infield section of Assen. We are definitely too wide there. Just got to try and keep this up and hope we can bring ourselves back to a podium or something in this race. Anyway, I definitely think that Pecco will not have as bad a race as I'm having with Pecco here. So it's definitely me, Pecco, do not worry. So yeah, those are my predictions. So put your predictions in the comments down below. Let me know what you're thinking. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be putting out more videos like this that talk about the results of the race, post-race, maybe midweek after the race, particularly coming into the season. We need some the mid-summer break coming in. We need some GP content. It's going to be a long time before GP's back again, 5-week break. So definitely check out the channel. Check out any of the other previous series if you haven't had a look at those. Guys, I'm so close to 100 subscribers. I'm currently sitting at 73. If we could get that even just to 90, I'd be happy. So please subscribe, please like and share, and comment down below. Let me know what you want to see in these videos. If there's anything you think that could improve it. If there's anything that you think, yeah, you don't need to have that in there. I'll just play around with the sort of settings. Also, check out career mode. Career mode should be out by the time this video releases. I'm not sure. Either way, keep an eye out for that. Keep watching that. We're definitely getting into doing that here at the channel. So yeah, with that being said, my final predictions for the race on Saturday, the sprint race, I think it's going to be Martin, Pecco, Bezzecchi. That's my pick for the sprint. And then for the feature, full length, I'm going Pecco, Martin, Zarco, Bezzecchi, Marini is my pick for the top 5 in the feature length race. Anyway, coming into the final lap here, we've managed to make a bit of a recovery. We're getting ourselves into the podium here. It'd be great to see the Aprilias be this strong in Assen, and hopefully so. Anyway, we come across the line to take third. Not bad, not great. I definitely didn't do Pecco great service there. So that's where we came, and I think that's a pretty good position. So there we have it. We put Pecco on the podium, and hopefully he's going to go for so much more this weekend in Assen. Now, if you like that content, please give the video a thumbs up. It costs you nothing. It takes only a second of your time, and it lets me know how much you appreciate these videos. So please like, subscribe, and share. Check out the other videos on the channel. Write down your predictions in the comments below, and just have a good one and enjoy racing. Alright, see you guys. Over and out. Bye.